Welcome to this documentary commissioned by AgriProfocus Uganda that explores learnings on farm-farm relationships in Uganda. Both now and in the years to come, agribusiness will play an increasingly important role as a major driver of economic transformation and development in many underdeveloped countries like Uganda. A key relationship in agribusiness is that between farmers and farms. These relationships between farmers and farms exist from the perspective either of the farmers as suppliers of produce to the farms, or conversely, from a relationship in which farms are the suppliers of primary inputs such as seeds and fertilizers to farmers. Whatever the form these relationships take, what is important is that the relationships form the primary building blocks of any agricultural value chain. Before the full potential of agribusiness can be realized in a country like Uganda, certain dysfunctions in the agricultural value chains have to be overcome. For instance, Uganda's agriculture is mainly subsistence, dominated by smallholder farmers using rudimentary methods in production and post-harvest, making it rather difficult for farmers to engage in efficient and sustained relationships with farms. Furthermore, the limited adoption and application of improved farm technologies and practices further limits the ability of farmers to meet more stringent product and quality requirements required by farms who seek access to higher value markets such as export markets. Where farms seek to supply inputs to farmers, the scattered nature of small subsistence farmers and their limited appreciation or ability to purchase these inputs makes it a significant challenge for these farms to profitably create access to these important inputs. Moreover, structural constraints such as poor transport systems, lack of proper storage facilities, and limited access to appropriate finance further affect the output and quality of agricultural products. Consequently, farmers are still disadvantaged actors within agricultural value chains, often only taking in a very small portion of the total value chain revenue streams. This inevitably strains the relationship between the farmers and the farms that they interact with. Therefore, seeking productive ways by which to strengthen the relationship between these farms and farmers presents a significant opportunity for value chain strengthening, increased food security, and increased prosperity for farmers in Uganda and beyond. This documentary, therefore, explores farm-farm relationships from the perspective of a few member farms within AgriProfocus with the aim of unearthing some of the key insights that allow for healthy and successful farm-farm relationships. Suma Foods is a private limited company located in Luwero, central Uganda, that engages in the cultivation, processing, packaging, and export of both fresh and dry fruits and vegetables. Located within one of the principal pineapple producing areas of Uganda, Suma is a leading processor and exporter of organic pineapples. The company works with numerous farmers in the area, and it is able to offer them premium prices for their organically grown pineapples. This company has established strong and sustainable relationships with its farmers due to its unique approach.
Our method of work is different. Why? If you look in the whole of our area of operation, there is no company that is on ground. They only come to buy when there is need. And when they can access in the nearby places where they are, they buy from there. Yes. So for us to create that sense of belonging, we feel we are part of them and they are part of us.
Supporting farmers to access important services, such as finance and training, is good for business and strengthens the relationship.
We have very many interactions where we don't benefit direct. For instance, if you look at village saving and loan associations, there is no direct benefit to the company. But because it creates our suppliers in a group, in different groups, in case we have an information to maybe to pass, it is very easy. When they need pass books, we organize for them and sell them at a subsidized price. We organize trainings for them, like soil fertility management, good agricultural practices, field hygiene, and so many other trainings. We organize for them. So that one creates, actually, they feel they are part of us.
Suma's experience illustrates the importance of farms being firmly grounded in the communities in which their farmers operate. The farmers feel inclined to be more loyal to farms that they feel are part of them. We further learned from Suma that supporting farmers to access important services such as finance and training is good for business and strengthens the relationship. Western Uganda is the major banana producing region of Uganda, producing 61% of the country's total banana production. Bananas are a major source of livelihood in the region, but despite this fact, it's not too long ago that even with a consistent market in Kampala and other parts of the country, farmers were quite unhappy with the returns they were earning on their bananas.
Hati ba farmers abaranwa banje bakandi babasera abo mangu bakumanya market tibine transport babashanga farm babasera akwa kandi babasera omwe babagura babanyaga omuntu aija gure bitoke byaba bitwara bamuronda bura.
Furthermore, there was a limited access to market, which meant that a lot of the farm produce went to waste because the farmers were unable to sell it.
Kandi chinde cyabanze kuteganisa muna katari ababaganda batakizire tukaturondaho kutebitoke habura obikuza tukagiro tukibekera umumbanze ndonda katari ubwire bwacu kubukika cyo nkitekwa kusi so tukatu tubanza kubinagisa.
Therefore, over the past few years, Trias, a Belgian NGO that works to promote farmer entrepreneurship, in partnership with the Mbarara District Farmers Association Mbadifa, has worked to support and increase the competitiveness of the banana value chain through a participatory agro-enterprise development methodology, which, by its nature, includes all actors in the value chain analysis.
Obviously, the value chain had a lot of issues here in Mbarara. There were a lot of issues which the program was trying to address, and which also came out from the farmers. Farmers conduct value chain analysis on their own, but with the guidance of the Farmers Association. Staff, with our guidance, we help them to conduct the value chain analysis, starting from the farmer up to the consumer. Looking at each actor, looking at the challenge faced by each actor, looking at the margins by each actor, looking at the opportunities, because along the value chain you find there are so many opportunities which probably the farmers could not know, which probably the traders could not know. So we involve the farmers to conduct the value chain analysis and even including the traders.
The lesson learned from the Trias approach is that actors involved are able to fully participate in and contribute to the value chain analysis exercise. We further learned that the role of external organizations remains important in promoting value chain competitiveness. It can be argued that most of the benefits being enjoyed by the various actors in the banana value chain in Mbarara would not have materialized without the intervention of Trias. Koseda is a Ugandan company founded in PG district that deals in the production and export of horticultural crops, which include hot peppers, okra, avocados, passion fruits, apples, and bananas. Mr. David Lule, the founder of the company and a respected elder within the community, has spent at least 2 decades championing and promoting innovations in agricultural practices and introducing new commercial crops into the country.
Na promoting hot pepper, na katisimanyi jakoma mu Uganda.
However, though the going was initially tough for Mr. Lule, he resiliently pursued his dreams.
Kakati mu mbeera eyo, nze yali apushinga mission yange okuyitamu era yayitamu. Era nakati ndi proud of it.
Today, Mr. Lule can be credited with improving the livelihoods of members of his community, many of whom are women.
Etandika okugabya eri gye mbagambye ewala. Bo nakolanga bagaana naye bwe nabanga ntikka ne balaba ku ssente ze bampanga ne babba ensigo ne mbayita akakati nti temubba kamakolere ki ensigo ennungi ne basimba ensigo ennungi bayitayo bujege naye bw'otuukayo abaami kati bazimbye amayumba zisola ze ziri ku ki waggulu mu kyalo eyo ne batandika okumanya kiki kye tukola.
An important lesson picked from Koseda's experience is the difference a single motivated individual can make in the economic transformation of lives in the community. Mr. Lule's experience shows that the role of the farm need not necessarily be thought of within the context of commercial entities per se, but it is important to look deeper to identify and learn from the individuals who are making a difference and how they can be supported to scale their impact. A lot of Uganda's cereal production is in northern Uganda, and one of the key actors in this sector in the region is Equator Seeds Limited. Started only a few years ago, the company has grown by leaps and bounds and is now a respected provider of quality seeds to Ugandan farmers countrywide. The company operates on an inclusive business model that seeks to incorporate as many people as possible from the bottom of the economic pyramid within its operations, both as seed multipliers and as customers of its quality seeds. The farmers that Equator Seeds deals with express a high regard for the company's model of operation.
Kelo kore mano gin gi yero maleng maber ka gin jokelo wan wa furo pe warubo dok kode mokene ni ka yin pura ka chiel maber ma gwoko ma nyogi yino ki cha para bich
aber ke biake puna talo tie cha ka walo ke girao biano large wa mano football kiaro ki pu kar jal ke ma kar na yang wa weka na to
wala ke log mi chat leja ka wa ke lo jemi store wa no siele la wa sielo mi be wa go e plan mati.
Equator Seeds has shown that farmers value quality and are willing to pay a premium for it, which dispels the notion that rural poor farmers will always opt for the cheaper product. Equator Seeds also shows how it manages to maintain a strong relationship with its farmers by proactively establishing what their key needs are and by being able to respond to them quickly. Soleil Enterprises Limited, based in Iganga, eastern Uganda, deals in the packing and export of dry fruits, mostly pineapples. It has played a crucial role in supporting farmers through extension services, in addition to offering them competitive prices for their produce. Soleil maintains a strong relationship based on open communication with its farmers, which helps to maintain a good understanding even when they are unable to purchase pineapples from the farmers during the occasional slow period or when they are experiencing technical difficulties.
naye batubulira obuzibu obwo ati emirimu tegiri kugenda butuufu naye katusigale nga tukola ki tukola ati emirimu naye tegiri kugenda butuufu omusana teguli kwaka amasanaze tetulina naye tugenderemu awo n'olaba nga era ebyo bizibu bibeerawo ne mutambula nabo.
However, Soleil faces a challenge in getting its suppliers to conform to the stringent certification standards required of exporters to certain developed markets.
The biggest challenge is you find that when we train these farmers of ours to follow organic standards, others don't comply, and you find that our buyers of fruits where we export find that when the farmers not complied with the organic standards, when we export those fruits to where we take them, they will be rejected.
The relationship between Soleil and its farmers proves that open and candid communication builds trust and understanding that strengthens the farm-farm relationship. Soleil's experience is a reminder that export-dependent businesses continue to struggle with difficulties in meeting quality standards. Possibly the best way for such farmers to guarantee quality supply is strengthening the farm-farm relationship based on mutual understanding and trust. Strengthening farm-farm relationships will continue to be of vital importance in the transformation of agriculture-dependent economies like Uganda's. This documentary has explored some of the ways in which farms and farmers in Uganda have worked towards developing and strengthening these relationships.
SMJR